And we are live, and the doors of the sanctum have been unlocked and open for the week. Welcome, everyone, back to the Sanctum Sanctorum. I am your illustrious host, Widow's Son. As you see, my two awesome co hosts, Dr. Cyrus Oblivion and the Wanderer, are not here today. Doc is currently working. Wanderer has an exam coming up tomorrow, apparently. I went ahead and sent him the link, so he might pop in. Excuse me, here in just the next little bit. But today we have the distinct honor of having Jules Tells All joining us today. Um, I have been watching her around the different live streams. She's an interesting character. So of course, I had to get her to come on and join us today. Jules, welcome to the Sanctum Sanctorum. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thanks for inviting me. I really am glad to be here today to have some fun.
Oh, and of course, there is my mentor, and of course, he has to throw the proverbial insult, sir. If you would like to join us at any point, you know you are more than welcome. So, just want to make a couple of announcements. We have our 50th show coming up. Going to be doing that this coming Saturday. Working on getting someone to come on, trying to see if we can get the gentleman from the Geek Room, Frank, Brand, and Billy, to come on and join us for our big 50th show. And it's always a pleasure to have any of the guys from the Geek Room come on, because they're always a lot of fun. So shout out to Frank, Brand, Billy, Anna, and the Geek Room. If you don't already subscribe to them, go and look them up, hit that subscribe button, get the notification bell on for them, because they are a great bunch of guys. And of course, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit the like button, like the stream for us. It helps us out quite a bit, and we do appreciate it. So, oh, I I put my foot in my mouth, and so my mentor will be joining us here shortly. So,
Yay.
Jules, how are you?
I am great. I am glad to be on vacation right now, technically. So,
So just lazy days of gaming and movie watching and all of that fun shit, right?
yes, I'm trying to find something on Netflix like later to watch. So,
Oh, if you like documentaries or docu-series and stuff
hmm
like that, have you watched The Ripper yet?
I
Or
haven't.
no, not The Ripper, the Night Stalker.
No, but is that already? When did they put that on?
That's been on for quite a bit.
Because I
It's
feel
the
like I've seen it before, like not seen the movie or you know what I'm trying to say. I've seen the title somewhere on Netflix.
um, it's all about Richard Ramirez. It's a like a 3 or 4 part docu-series all about Richard Ramirez, and it's very interesting. So if you're looking for something to watch, I'd highly recommend it. Welcome, mentor.
Good evening.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay. I'm just keeping an eye on Emo because he's having a major fit.
And Miss Jules, you of course know my mentor, Sir Hatman.
Yeah.
So yes, he likes to pop in from time to time and cause all sorts of mischief, and which I work for the man, so I'm used to it.
Yeah.
Um, so Jules, I've watched your channel. I love the videos. I really do. They're
Thank
very
you.
well done. Your Christian hose or what have you video was just, man. I honestly, it's like I was telling you off air. You and Burnt Toast keep me in stitches all the time. Um, that one's definitely my favorite. Um, so where first of all, I have to know, like, the Yoshi. Like, what's the deal?
Okay,
I'm
so
not making fun of it because I'm
no,
an
no,
old
no,
school
no, no, it's
gamer.
okay.
So I understand. I mean, trust me, I'm an old school gamer, and I've played Mario and everything all the games that Yoshi was in and everything like that. So I understand the like of him, definitely, but like, what made you use the Yoshi? And especially, I've never seen a fat Yoshi either. I must have missed that along the way.
Yeah, okay, so Yoshi in general, uh, I've ever since I was like a little kid, I've always picked Yoshi when I play like Mario Party, Mario Kart. Like I don't know why I'm so drawn to that the character or whatever you want to call it. But I love it.
Could it
Now,
be that you secretly want to own a Yoshi himself in real life?
oh hell yeah! Like they opened. I have so many like Yoshi plushes. My boyfriend just buys them for me. I guess he feeds the addiction. So
He's definitely your enabler.
yes,
I think
yes,
we could almost compare this addiction with, maybe alcoholism.
No.
Um,
I wouldn't say.
exactly.
But you can curl up with a bottle, I suppose, as easy as you can with a squishy dinosaur.
that's true. I was almost waiting to hear a drink being poured in the background when I said that.
Yeah, that's a school night.
um. Oh, so your boyfriend feeds your addiction.
Pretty much.
Oh God. I'm seeing like an entire room like just dedicated to this one character. Um, I mean, look, I collect books. You know, I'll have to send you a picture of my bookshelf. Hatman has seen it. So I collect books, so I
Mhm.
can completely understand. Books, and now I've started buying magic cards again. So there's another expensive hobby I'm digging myself into after 13 or 14 years. So the fat Yoshi, is that part of like like I said, I may have missed that somewhere. I just don't get it.
Um, okay, so I didn't know this when I first started using the Fat Yoshi. I just thought someone thought it was hilarious and made it. But it actually was in one of the Mario games, and I guess that's where it started, and then everybody just made it a meme. So that's probably why I didn't know that Yoshi actually did look like that in one of the games. I can't remember which one it is. Someone has told me this, and I always forget it. Um, but I just started using it just because, I'm a troll, so um it just makes sense. And then I started editing it so that I'm the one who put like the sunglasses and the little codes back there because I think one of our lols called me a hacker, and so I just thought it was hilarious. So
I, I still say that that Hatman needs to use a fedora with some horns coming out of it. I still say he needs to do that.
oh man,
They're not easy to find. Believe me, I've been looking.
I
If
can
I knew,
edit them on there.
I was going to say if I knew how to draw and everything, sir, I would have already done it for you. So
Well, last time I got a gaming chair, I was looking at the Diablo one because the headrest has horns.
uh
But it was a bit pricey for the sake of a horny cushion.
so what made you start wanting to do the channel, Jules? Like make content and everything, like what got you into wanting to do it?
Hold on, I'm gonna put up your favorite image really quick. Hold on, I'm gonna edit my thing really quick. Hold on.
I'm scared.
Oh no, you've seen this before. Now I'm the Christian host. This is my Christian horror Jules.
The Christian Orch. Oh my
And just
Yeah.
like that, the stream becomes adult-gated.
It's a good thing I'm not monetized. You'd be like, well, there went that money. So take it, YouTube.
I'm sorry.
Whatever.
Okay, so you asked me how the channel started.
Yeah, like what got you into wanting to like start doing content and everything?
Okay, so where I really started off, I guess, with the community I started off with. I'm not sure if you're familiar with like Amberlyn Reed and Feudy Beauty. I'm sure you've seen Feudy Beauty from the Geek Room.
Oh yeah.
But they were Amberlyn's like the 600-pound, 500, whatever. That's where I started. I fell down that rabbit hole, and then
Gotta love those YouTube rabbit holes, don't you?
yes, and then when I got introduced to this community is when uh one of our favorite lols was going off and calling people the N-word. And she called somebody from that, like one of the reactors from there, some names, and that's where I found that person. And I've been here ever since. And so people in Discord like encouraged me to make it like a channel because I was already doing like funny meme-ish stuff behind the scenes. Um, and so I just kind of was like, yeah, you know what? That'd be fun. So I started doing it, and I've been doing it since. So
Well, I mean, it's kind of it's always nice to have like support from people, especially like if you've just been watching or interacting with them before you start doing something yourself.
oh yeah,
That's how I was. That's how I met Sir Hatman there. Uh, he's kept me around ever since. So
Well, we all make mistakes.
I was gonna say, I mean, you definitely don't want to fire me. I know that. At least so I have job security.
Yeah, the fact I can't afford your severance package has nothing to do with it.
Well, I didn't expect a retirement plan out of it, so
Okay, I'll just make a note of that.
well, I mean, I'm sure there's something in store for me either way, so it is what it is. So, Jules, when once you decided that you were going to start doing this, like, were how did you like how you do your videos, like the Christian horrors one and everything,
Hmm.
like what, like, do you just? I mean, how do you come up with like what you're going to do for like a specific video?
It just depends on what content I'm given from anybody. So if so and so posts a video and it's about just something stupid, like, you know, let's talk about G-Man. If G-Man says
Oh
something
yes,
and he
let's.
thinks, like when he said I'm gonna go take a long deep drag knot, like he doesn't realize how bad that sounds. So they just he like people like him just give me content and then I just think of something funny to do with it, or I think of something they'll try to insult me, and I'll just come back at them like I don't care. Like some of them can call me a whore even though they don't know me, which I think is hilarious. So I went ahead and turned that into the Christian horror video because I think it's so funny.
I was watching the Geek Room that night. Everyone kept sending that erotica in there for you to
Oh
to
my
read.
god.
Oh
Yes.
man, and I guess you. Well, of course, I mean you can thank Billy for that. So
Yeah. Fuck Billy.
uh, yes,
I'll pass on that one, thank you.
I'm just saying. I love Billy. So and apparently we're brother and sister. If you didn't know that,
oh,
that is there's
I
a
had no
rumor
clue.
going around.
Well, thank you for bringing that to our attention. So now we can start running with that. So it's nice to have Billy's sister on today.
Yeah, he
Uh,
still owes me child support too. It's very, 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 very Ron, very Ron.
um, well, I mean, it's like I was telling you earlier. I mean, we had Brandon Billy on a while back, and I mean, and having Billy on was a lot of fun. I mean, it certainly made the show interesting. I know Hatman was lurking that evening, so
I always
Yeah.
lurk.
yes, I am aware, but you always make yourself known when you're here.
That's
Like
what you think.
well, you were pretty Johnny on the spot today, is all I'm saying. Usually I have to call you out. So it's like, come on.
Usually a bad idea.
It's like, come on, I know you're there. Just go on and just step out. We know you're here. Oh, so are you just going to be like, do you have any other ideas like you want to use on your channel? Like, are you going to just keep doing videos the same way you've been doing them? Or are you going to add a different content to it? Or like, what is like basically going to happen with your channel as it goes on?
I am very laid back, so I don't feel like the need I have to upload ever so often. I'm definitely gonna still upload videos. I think it'd be fun to do a stream every now and then. Nothing crazy, nothing organized, kind of just like a hangout, I guess.
Right.
I think that would be fun. I like to just keep like there are some clips I have that I hold on to because I'm waiting for something to happen and it's going to be very funny. So there might be a video in the future that will be
Uh,
hilarious.
I'm on pins and needles already, man. So interest is already peaked. So
Yeah.
I'm I'm of the mind, like I like doing this live because it's with my background and everything, it's just easier that way for me.
Yeah.
Plus, I mean, I'll go ahead and say it, like I don't fuck with like editing software and all of that just yet because I don't have a system that'll run it. So just like do it live and just be real with it, you know. So that, I mean,
Yeah.
to me, that's really all you have to do. I mean, it doesn't matter if you're like doing a live show or just making videos or what have you. I mean, just do it the way you want to do it. And if people enjoy it, they enjoy it. If they don't, then they don't. So
Yeah. I'm very picky with editing. Like I'll go back a couple times and add stuff in, or I won't like how. So I even have videos that I've put together and I really don't like how they are and they've never been released. So it just depends on if I think it's really funny. And there's some videos I upload them like, huh, it's okay, and then everybody else thinks it's funny. So maybe I'm just a little too hard on myself.
well, don't be too hard on yourself. I mean, a creative mind is going to go back and nitpick and everything like that. It's like, you know, with your videos, I do the same thing when I do research papers. I nitpick, and then of course I send it off to be edited, and they're like, "Hey, you need to go back and do this." Okay, okay. So just don't beat yourself. I mean, just don't beat yourself up. You
Yeah.
know, you know, it's just like don't sit at your desk with a mirror and be like, "You suck." Okay, you know this. But so when you're not doing the content and you're not searching the YouTubes for all kinds of juicy bits of things, tell us about Miss Jules, like what she does when she's not doing that.
I'm pretty much working. To be honest, I'm working. I do I love to watch movies. Unfortunately, with like the whole COVID stuff, I feel like we didn't get a whole lot of good movies last year. Like
I
maybe
completely agree.
released, and I've been waiting for the freaking what's it called? The Quiet Place 2. I wanted to see that so bad, and I don't get how it was supposed to be released last year beginning. Now it's not going to be released until what, 2022 or 21 maybe?
I'm waiting on the new Ghostbusters. I've been
Oh,
waiting
that
on.
hasn't been released yet?
No, they
What?
were going to release it early this year. It was either late last year or early this year, and then they pushed it. No,
Yeah,
it was sometime last year. Then they pushed it to sometime in April or May, and now they've pushed it to September.
yeah.
So
No, The
I'm
Quiet
like,
Place 2 is May 28th, 2021. So it's not too far away, but still, I should have seen that last year. I'm a little annoyed.
I know Hatman's been waiting to see the King Kong Godzilla movie.
Oh yeah, I saw a thing for that today.
I think he stepped away from us.
Yeah, it's
Right?
only 2 weeks away.
Oh,
I'm just playing around with a little bit of editing. I had an idea for a new background.
I finally watched the preview for that, by the way.
Big
And
monkey smash big dinosaur.
yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hard to go wrong.
Right. But no, I agree with Jules. Like, we really, I mean, all the movies that have been coming out lately are just garbage. Um,
There were some good Netflix shows and movies that did come out though, but I just feel like they don't release enough for it to be like, you know what I mean? Like,
what you pay for it?
well, I mean, I think I wouldn't cancel my Netflix. I know some people will, but I think there are good movies. Just like, for example, they released The Witcher, that season.
I still have not watched that.
It is phenomenal. Like I love it. Like I think it's really good. Maybe I just because I didn't read. I know, isn't there a book series on that? I know it's a game, right?
Yeah, it started out with books, and then they used those as the base for the game. So they've kind
Yeah,
of gone with the books to make the show, and the game is being kept separate.
yeah. So like, I mean, I'm coming from the standpoint where I didn't read the books, nor have I played the game. So maybe I like it. There are probably people who don't like it because it's not as good as the books, but I personally thought it was a really good series, and I wish that they would just be a little faster on producing seasons of shows
Agreed.
because The Witcher was great. Like I need a season 2 now, immediately. So,
I just finished. I just I just finished Cobra Kai. Actually,
yeah, I saw that on there. I haven't got to watch it though.
um, just for the sake of it, go back and watch the original movie.
Yeah.
Like it was so weird. I watched the original movie at work one night, and then a few days later, when I got Netflix set back up, I went back and watched Cobra Kai, and I'm just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
um, it's really good, and the Night Stalker docuseries that I was telling you about, you should watch that. That was really good. I just finished it the other day, and it's only like 3 episodes.
Yeah.
Have you watched that, Hatman?
No, I don't believe I have.
And let's see, there's the one on the Night Stalker, and then there's one on the Ripper. I started the
I
Ripper,
might
but
have actually. It's on Netflix.
yeah.
Yeah, I think I've seen it.
Um,
I like whoever has birds in their background. That's kind of
that would
relaxing.
that would be me. I'm sitting outside. Normally, I'm sitting in my apartment doing this, but it was so nice today,
Oh
and
yeah.
I made a little. I have a little place where I can set my computer and come out here and listen to music and just relax. So now that it's actually decent to be outside, I start coming out to sit outside a little bit. So
Yeah.
yes,
I love
enjoy
birds.
enjoy the free nature sounds.
Love that for me.
Uh, no, but I agree with you. And there's one show, if you haven't watched it, it's called The Order. Have you seen it?
Oh my gosh. Okay, so is that like the one that's kind of like with the vampires and the witches? Or not
No,
vampires, the werewolf. Sorry.
yeah, it's based around a secret society called the Hermetic Order of the
Mhm.
Blue Rose.
Mhm. I
Yeah.
watched that. I didn't get to finish the second season just because there's just I think at the time that was released there was another show I've been wanting to watch released and I never got to finish the second season. But the first season was really good.
Oh, the
So,
first season was amazing. I was hooked as soon as I started watching it. Because it deals with topics that I enjoy reading about, like the occult and
mhm.
magic and ritual and things like that. So it drew me in immediately. Um, I think they canceled it though.
Did they? I mean, I
I
didn't
don't know.
finish watching the second season.
No, the second season's still up, but I don't know if they signed for a third because it doesn't. I'm waiting for a new season of Stranger Things.
Oh my gosh, I was gonna say that too. Like, where the hell is this at?
I
You know what I mean?
completely agree. Oh, I agree. I agree. I just started, and I'm finally getting to watch the 5th season of Lucifer.
I haven't seen Lucifer like religiously. Like I think I've seen like one or two, but I know I've heard that's a really good show.
Hatman, do you wish to elaborate on the show about yourself?
It is the best show ever made.
Why didn't they cast you in the role?
Because I was busy. I don't know what I was doing, but apparently I was busy.
You missed that phone call and couldn't get back to them?
I don't think the cameras could handle my august presence. Or my head wouldn't fit in shot.
Like, can we get a decompressor in here, please? Can you roll him to the juicing room?
That sounds so wrong. On so many levels.
No, but they do need to release stuff quicker, like Hulu. Like, do you have Hulu also?
I have Hulu. I have like everything. Like I have the Disney
I'm
Plus.
not paying for that. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I did stop paying for it, and then I got it again because I, hi Mothra, and I got it just for the Marvel stuff. Like that's all I really am curious about.
Well, thank you for stopping by, Mothra. I appreciate that. Oh, Wanderer is here. Wanderer, you have the link. If you can, get your butt in here.
Do we have to let him in?
But I know that people are watching WandaVision, which I haven't watched, so I don't want anybody telling me any spoilers.
I have no clue what you speak of. Like the whole Hulu, I like watching stuff on that. It's just I know I could pay the extra bucks to get like commercial free. I just don't want to.
But don't they have a thing for Disney Plus where you can get Hulu and Disney Plus?
Yeah, but it's like uber expensive, and
Is it?
to me it is, and I just don't want to. I honestly, and I don't want to give Disney my money. because they're trying to take over everything,
Yeah.
and I just don't want. No, sorry, Walt's not getting my money.
Well, should I cancel myself right now? I've never seen
you,
Star Wars.
you're canceled. You're canceled.
Never seen it.
Which
Dang, I made everybody.
I was about to say. You said you've never seen Star Wars. I'm asking which one.
I've never seen any of it. I have no fucking clue what it's about. Couldn't tell you.
Hatman, sit down. I feel that made you come out of your seat. Sit down, sir. It'll be all right.
Like obviously, I know like
the poor child does not understand what she has just said.
Because I know that they have the Disney Plus. They have that. I can't remember the name of it. It's Mandalorian. Is it? Was that what it is? Disney Plus, and I knew everybody liked that. So.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing? Not saying Star Wars.
Oh my god!
I am in agony right now.
Well, hello, Wanderer.
Hey, man. I came in to preach the word of God and tell everybody to watch The Mandalorian on Disney Plus. That shit was fucking great.
Oh my god! Like you, Wanderer. I don't think you have ever came in that quick. Like you just flew in here like a bat out of hell, dude.
I threw my pen down in rage.
How's the studying going, man?
It's going fine.
I figured you could use a little break.
Yeah, dude. I can't study for hours on end without breaks, so I just take one or two.
Well, your break is here. You are relieved of that for a little while.
Hell yeah.
But man, Jules, I think you've insulted Wanderer.
I believe you got us on the wrong foot. Hi, my name's Wanderer.
Hi. Man.
And Hatman definitely is disappointed. He has his head in his hand.
Agony, suffering even.
You have Disney Plus. I guess we could all suggest go and start at the very beginning, but after episode 5, you may not want to keep going. So,
okay,
that's just my opinion.
I'd say watch all the Star Wars films 1 through 6, and then watch the spin-off films, and then watch the animated series.
Someone needs to send me the order.
I will send you that. I will do that.
Put it in the private.
Okay, I'm gonna work on this right now. I need to go on mute because I need to concentrate.
Oh god,
that's funny.
No, on Hulu, I've watched it so many times all the way through that it's not even funny. But I'll watch. Hulu still has Sons of Anarchy on it. Have you watched that before?
My sister used to watch it, but I never really sat through and watched it because I'm not like interested in that kind of shows. It reminds me of like when my dad used to watch The Sopranos when I was younger. You know what I mean? Like I know it's not the same thing. But,
no, actually, the show has been called The Soprano on Harley Davidson.
Really?
Yeah.
But the other reason why I know what the show is because one of my favorite artists wrote a song for the show. And I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Who would that be?
Well, it's Ed Sheeran. I love Ed Sheeran.
Okay.
But he did write a song for because that was one of his favorite shows, and I think they gave him like a biker jacket and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, one of their cuts. Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, if I recommend giving the show a chance. It's worth the watch. It really is, and it keeps you locked in. So if you're looking for things to watch, I'm just trying to help make recommendations for you because I have awful times trying to pick stuff to watch. I'm terrible about going back and watching like shit I have literally watched a million times just over and over and over again. Either because I don't want to commit to watching a different show or I'm just like that intrigued.
I have trouble committing to watching the certain shows. Like I feel like I'll go through Netflix and I'll want to watch a movie and then I'm like, I can't find one that I really want to watch. So I just can't commit to watching a half-assed one. You know what I mean?
Do we enjoy horror movies?
I do. I'm just not big into like gore, like bloody stuff. Like if it has some like when I'm saying by that, like Saw movies, like I think those are pointless. Why the fuck would I watch that? You know what I mean? I'm not into that.
The first one was great.
I've watched one Saw movie and I thought it was disgusting.
Yeah, it's just unnecessary. Like I don't see the point. Like if you're watching like a scary movie, let's talk about like It. I love the It movies, the newer ones.
I haven't watched the second one yet.
It's good. I
The
think
first
they're
one was
good.
pretty good.
Yeah, the first one was really good.
So I think those movies are kind of good. Yeah, you know, you see certain things, but nothing crazy. But yeah,
But now you were talking about It. Have you watched the original It?
I did. I watched it
Ooh.
before. I knew what it was before they were in talks of renewing it or redoing it. But the
Tim
guy
Curry
that
was brilliant.
yeah, and even the newer one that played him was amazing.
Oh
Loved
yeah. But no, I still haven't seen the second one yet. Now, me on the other hand, I like horror in general.
it.
My favorite series is Nightmare on Elm Street.
Yeah,
Like,
I watched that when I was younger.
I mean the whole series. Like, well, Freddy's New Nightmare kind of leaves me with a bad taste in my mouth sometimes.
Yeah.
But the original series is what I love. And I like a little gore here and there. If you haven't watched the Rob Zombie movies like House of a Thousand Corpses and Devil's Rejects and stuff like that, go give those a watch. Those are fun to watch. Those are good ones that will hold your attention. I'm sorry, but his Halloween remakes were garbage.
And I do like I'm a big Harry Potter person. I love Harry Potter. Love the world, love it. And then I started watching the Fantastic Beasts. That's kind of like a spin-off of it. It's a little different, but it's the same world, I guess you can say.
Have you been down to the theme park?
I have not, and I'm so jealous. So jealous.
I haven't been either. Now like I said, I don't want to give them my money. I don't.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
I would maybe have to make an exception just so I could go and see that, because I enjoyed the movies as well. The books were really. I actually read the books, and like the books were really good.
Yeah, I have some of those books, and it's kind of weird that I have them, but it's more of just the look of them. I have them in Japanese too.
You have all of them?
I don't have all of them, but I have most of them.
Well, it's a shame that we didn't start communicating several months back, because I had a full set of hardbacks that I could have.
Oh my goodness.
That I could have given you like a really good deal on.
Yeah.
Like honestly, the whole set would have probably gone for like $20.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, but full set in hardback, and I think with the dust jackets.
Yeah.
So now, granted, I don't read a whole lot of stuff like that anymore. Like I've gotten into theology and philosophy, and my guilty pleasure. One of my guilty pleasures about reading is about the Skull and Bones Society and everything like that. So, and I read music books because I'm big into music, and I've turned Wanderer into a music junkie. So.
Well, why the fuck's my head bleeding now?
Hat man.
Nothing to do with me.
Well, you were the one that said, do we have to let him in here?
Yeah, try to bottom. The thing he didn't tell you was he teleported out of here and tried to bottom my skull before we came in.
Well, why would I batter your skull? It's not going to cause any damage.
Oh, Jules, check the side chat or the private chat.
Yeah, I just copied it so I wouldn't forget.
It wouldn't let me put spaces between the things. I was trying to do that.
I'm pretty sure she could decipher the code.
Yeah.
The code. But
Oh, Stu Dog is here. What's up, man? Good to see you as always. But no, I've turned Wanderer into a bigger music junkie than he was before.
I fucking love typo negative.
Yes, I am aware that you do. I'm surprised you don't own a shirt yet.
I wanted to get a shirt, But then instead, I decided to fuck around and buy a model Pip-Boy 2000 from Fallout. So that's something I did.
You disappoint me.
It comes tomorrow. I'm excited. I gotta build it.
Oh God.
I'm
Are
gonna
you
build it
gonna
on
Are
stream.
you gonna live stream the build?
Yeah, I'm gonna stream it on YouTube.
Well. Speaking of being a music junkie, do you have any review for us today?
Not today. I've been kind of busy studying my ass off. I have listened to them, but I need to finish my notes. I don't like going in without my notes.
Well, the one that I told you just to listen to and just tell me about. Have you listened to any of it?
I listened to a handful of songs.
What do you think of it?
I think it's pretty damn epic. I do need to like listen to the rest of it because, I mean, it is really nice. So
I'm telling you, man. Like all of that, like I need to go and listen to this Thundercat you keep talking about.
oh yeah, dude, I love Thundercat.
Yes, I am aware.
I need to go back and listen to a couple of the songs again because it's been a while actually.
I was gonna say this is from close to where I grew up, and once I started actually kind of digging into this, and the place where these rap albums were born was like an hour from where I lived, and so it's from my neck of the woods. So
Ooh.
those like that one record that I sent you, I mean that's straight Memphis. That's straight Memphis, Tennessee, right there.
Yeah.
So
Once
once you
there
get
a whole deal where like people were getting banned for saying the word Memphis in like a stream shot? That's funny.
not that I'm aware of.
Happened a while ago now.
I have no clue. I honestly have no clue. But yeah, that's straight Memphis right there for you. So once you get through that one, I'll send you a couple more, and
Oh yeah.
and let you dig into that. But anyway, do you have a? I'm surprised you don't have a lecture for Jules because she's never watched Star Wars. I mean,
I'll let if you have any questions, come to me. But I'll let you work through it. So I really recommend the Clone Wars. I grew up with that show.
Yeah.
It's like it gets so much better. Like the scope is so much more broad by the time you reach like the last season. It's great.
I've watched the originals, and those are the superior. That's the superior of all. So
Yeah, true. Well, I think Revenge of the Sith holds up. I think it does. Same with Rogue One. I feel like Rogue One's like probably
the
one of my
only
favorites.
the only character that I really liked in Phantom Menace was Darth Maul,
Oh, you'd like Clone Wars then?
because like you put this badass fucking villain in this movie and you kill him. What the fuck? Like, honestly, what in the unholy fuck are you thinking? You could have carried him at least through one more movie.
All right. So the thing is, if Maul didn't die then and there, Count Dooku wouldn't have turned to the dark side. And Count Dooku was an even bigger pawn to play in that game. While Maul was a good warrior, Count Dooku thought more logically, and he's an ex-Jedi himself. So if Count Dooku didn't come into the fray, that means General Grievous wouldn't have been trained. General Grievous is quite a key player in the Separatist alliance as well. If Darth Maul didn't die, that meant no Vader, basically. TLDR, no Vader.
All right, take a breath.
I am so glad I won't remember that.
But so I was trying to think. There was something else I was watching that I was going to recommend to you. Crap, I don't remember.
Yeah, I like.
I
I'm
got
really into mystery stuff too.
I'm gonna. Someone was telling me I should watch Sherlock. And
Ooh, speaking of Sherlock, did you see that they did that Enola Holmes on Netflix, and it has the girl, the Millie Bobby Brown, who plays Eleven in Stranger Things.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't seen
Finally,
that.
yeah. So it's Sherlock's Holmes' sister, and so they made the. I finally watched it. They released it a while ago, and it took me forever to watch it because I just thought it was gonna be like a little kid. You know what I mean? It's gonna be boring. It was actually really good. I really liked it.
If you like mystery stuff and you like the Sherlock Holmes stuff like that. There's a movie from the mid to late 80s. It's called Young Sherlock Holmes. Basically, telling the story of how, him and Watson met, and then there's this whole big, thing that happens in the movie. I don't want to spoil it for you. But if you can find that, watch it. Because it's a very, very good movie. The music in the movie is amazing. So I mean, it's a great movie. It's a great story. The acting's great. The music in the movie is perfect. So if you enjoy stuff like that, go check that movie out.
Yeah.
I've never seen it on any streaming service that I have. So, I came across a copy of it in a used game and movie store, like just out of nowhere. And I'm like, wow, really? And so, I had to buy it because I grew up watching that movie. Have you watched Hemlock Grove?
I have actually.
I'm waiting to watch it. Give me your opinion.
I thought it was good. To be honest with you, I don't remember a lot of it. I haven't seen it in forever. But I thought the first season was really good. That's the other issue I have with Netflix is that they release all these good shows and then I forget because they take so long in between seasons to release it. So it's like for Stranger Things, I'm gonna have to go back and rewatch the ending or something because I'm not gonna remember what the fuck happened.
Yeah, it's been a while since I watched Stranger Things season.
It was like 2019. I read.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Well, I went back.
It's not until 2020. I mean, no, 2022 that they might not release season 4.
I thought it was going to be the back end of this year.
They keep saying it's still up in the air, so I don't know.
What a lot of bollocks!
I know, right? Like, how long is it gonna take? Is this their last season, or do they have more?
I think
this might be the last one. I heard rumors a while ago that it was going to be 4 seasons, but they might renew it. Who knows? Stranger Things has become a lot more popular than it was when it first started.
Mm-hmm.
I just started watching Shameless again. Like, I don't know if you've never watched it. It's William H. Macy. It's a really good show for what it was on Showtime, and Netflix has it.
Yeah, my mom watched that. She loves it.
Yeah, it's really, really good. I just can't. I'm like you. I want stuff faster. I know they have to, film it and edit it and all this other kind of shit.
Well,
but
last year I understand, but still,
Right, but just help us out here just a little bit. I mean, this is why I get stuck still buying, DVDs and stuff like that. Is because there's certain shit that I want to watch, and if I can't find it, on my television, I'll go fucking buy it because people are just selling their DVDs just left and right, so I can pretty much find anything that I want.
Goodwill and find anything pretty much. You can find like the whole Twilight series, and stores are still selling it for like expensive for no reason.
Don't even get me started on how like how much I despise those movies.
It's not Star Wars, so it's bad.
I mean, no offense to you if you enjoyed the movies. I just couldn't. No. Mm-mm.
Dude, I gotta hop out.
Do what?
I gotta hop out. I gotta take a phone call. But it was nice talking to you. It was nice meeting you, Jules. And I hope you guys have a good stream.
Thank you for sending me that order, by the way.
Yeah, no worries. Anyway.
All right, Wanderer, take it easy, man. Good luck on your test, brother.
Yeah, take it easy, guys. Have a good night or morning or whatever.
All right, bro. I mean, no offense to you if you enjoyed the movies.
If you don't like the movie and I like it, I don't give a shit. Like,
well, I know.
Me.
That's not a vampire to me. No, like
I think it was good for what it was. You know what I mean? Like it made its money. It's still making its money. It's just like Harry Potter. When was the last Harry Potter movie, and they're still making money off of it?
Oh yeah,
that's crazy to me.
Yeah, that woman's making sick money.
She is.
I mean, I'm sure she gets paid because of the theme park and everything too. I mean, she's just making money hand over fist. You know,
Yep.
I mean, my God.
Well, even I think Daniel Radcliffe, who plays Harry Potter, I think that he produced or he starred in movies after that, and they were all, for the most part, they were good.
Oh yeah, he was in. Oh my God, I cannot believe I
The
can't remember.
Horns movie.
Do what?
The Horns movie.
No, this was a. He played he went undercover for the FBI.
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Where he played the where he had to go into like the whole like skinhead, like neo-Nazi skinhead
Yeah, I
underground
never
and all
got to
this.
watch that one.
Oh, it was so good. It was so good, and
I
he
would
did.
watch anything if he's in it, to be honest with you. You know what I mean?
He did an excellent job in that movie. He really, really did. Played it up very, very well.
Yeah.
But if you haven't watched that, find it. It's very, very good. I would highly recommend that if you like movies he's in.
Yeah. I do have a website where I find some movies for free, so.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Are you pirating? Is that what you're doing?
Maybe. I don't download anything like that. It's just a website that has all the movies on it.
We can blame Billy. You want to blame Billy?
It's Billy's fault.
Yeah,
Somebody report me, please, to the FBI.
we're canceled. You got us
Pirates
canceled.
are greater than ninjas.
Do what?
Pirates are greater than ninjas.
Now, wait a minute. Now, hang on. I have a theory that a pirate ninja can exist, or a ninja pirate, whatever. Well, we'll go with ninja pirate.
Nah, ninjas have forever been tainted by Dark Ninja. So ninjas forevermore.
Look, no, hang on just a moment. You cannot punish an entire history of one of the most beautiful forms of martial arts that is in existence.
Did you see Dark Ninja's return video?
I'm talking about like in history. I'm not talking about that walking bag of douche. I mean, so
The one that wears the underwear on his face?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're so famous because of the pants on your face.
That's not
you made it.
Well, that and his enabling basically. That he tries to play down so well and fails horribly.
On the plus side, his card feel is slightly better than Jared's.
I think they studied at the same dojo. It's just he got better at it. Oh man. But no, I believe that ninja pirates can exist. Yes, I do. And that would be badass.
Von Helton's probably one.
That's probably true.
Oh, he would claim to be a ninja pirate?
Yes. And a gunslinger. A ninja pirate gunslinger.
Oh, that's the one person I cannot stand is Von Helton.
Don't even get me started on how much of a fake pagan he is.
I don't even, to be honest with you, I don't know a whole lot about religion. So I've never really heard of a pagan before. I didn't grow up very religious, so.
Long story short, paganism is basically what Christianity is based off of. They use the same holidays. They just put a different spin on the symbolism. So basically,
it's different because they have more gods. I'm only going off what Vaughn says. So,
well, there are multiple gods, yes, as far as paganism goes, but in all honesty, I mean they all fold into the one. They're all the same. Like every representation that exists as far as what God is, they all fold into the same mold. So, but that's basically it, cut and dry. Is that paganism is basically what Christianity is stinted off of. I mean,
what's a Wiccan? Is that different?
Wiccan. There's a difference between Wiccan and witchcraft. Yes.
Oh,
as far as like,
I had a teacher who claimed to be Wiccan, and I was like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
So yeah, but see, I got banned from his chat because I was in there one night and I was just like, okay, well, what books on this subject have you actually read? And he's pulling down books on Wiccan instead of paganism. And I'm like, are you kidding?
Because I feel like you said Wiccan before.
Do what?
I feel like Vaughn has said Wiccan before, but I don't know how he was referring to it.
He probably found it on Google
Google.
or Bing.
The Googles. I found it on the Googles.
Well, I mean, I'm still, I'm still waiting for his gods to make him win the lottery. I don't know. That's a weird.
For like the 10th time.
Oh yeah, he thinks that because I think they have one more court case until they decide where the kids are going. Which I'm sure everybody in this room has the same opinion about that.
Absolutely.
But I just hope that this is finally the time that they say sorry. Bye.
Oh, well, Mother Tara is here. I sent you the link. I sent you the link, Tara, if you want to come in. But no, God, I can't. I can't. I try to listen to him ramble, but I just can't. Now I watched after the whole children's situation.
That's the one person I can go on go off on and not care. Like I don't feel bad for doing it. I'm never gonna really tell people to like do harm to themselves. But what I like to say is that if Vaughn walked off a cliff, would I be sad? Probably not.
In Minecraft.
Yep, in Minecraft. So like, I don't know. He's just the one person who I just think is like the scum of the earth. Like, you come here and preach one thing, and then like you talk about like my favorite thing about him is he's really pro-life, conservative pro-life, but yet he's had his kids taken away 12 times for neglect.
Right.
So make that make sense. I don't know.
Pro-existence rather than pro-life.
Yes.
Did you see Hatman's video about him?
I did. I definitely saw the one where me and Vaughn were debating about the pro-life thing. But that was exhausting arguing that with him. Let me just tell you, it was exhausting.
I honestly, as much as I would love to debate him on his lack of knowledge on theology and religion, I just don't have the patience for him.
No, he'd block you. If
I know.
You would have to go on like a secondary source, like, or you're not going to get blocked for having a different opinion, because he wants a room where he feels safe, and G-Man does that. He enables him, and that's why G-Man's a piece of shit too. So I don't care what anybody says. Just because you say you're a Christian doesn't mean that you're protected. Sorry.
Oh, I completely agree.
I don't care.
I'm still waiting on Widows to get G-Man in here.
Oh, dear God.
Make it so.
Oh, G-Man would be like, okay, so this is the list of rules that you have to follow. You can't bring anybody in. You have to mute everybody. Blah, blah, blah.
And honestly, that's when I would tell him, no, look, this is my show. It's my rules. You don't like it, you don't have to come on.
Yeah. He was telling, did you see the thing last night?
No.
He did a thing with, you know who Miss Parker is, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so he had made a stream and it said Miss Parker, get in here now. And they're still discussing why so-and-so is racist for using the N-word. Okay.
Like they're still like going at it now?
Yeah, last night they were.
Oh, last night. Okay.
And so basically I got a clip of G-Man saying like, basically he's trying to say that Miss Parker can't say the N-word. And my point is that as a white person, that's not my job to tell black people what words they can use, especially when it's regarding them in the past. So the whole conversation was how so-and-so is not racist, and that basically he was trying to catch her up on words and stuff like that. You know how G-Man does.
Uh-huh.
And he told her that he was going to call Shani and tell her, take a video today calling Miss Parker the N-word. That's what he said.
Oh my God.
So it was a fucking hot mess, let me tell you.
like I said, I couldn't.
He's just a hypocrite. Like it's like
No,
whatever
no,
fits his.
I completely agree with you. Trust me, I've watched my fair share of his blatant stupidity, and I completely understand. But the other thing about it is, um, if you've never heard of Jesus is Lord, I mean,
Oh my god! Briefly, he told me to go make a sandwich. So
yeah, he refuses to speak to any woman, and thinks that does what he likes to call religious education video or re-education videos.
yeah, I haven't watched his videos. Like I don't give that
I
person time of day.
No, I can't, because I can't and I won't, because I made the point in a stream he was in. I'm just like, re-education. The Nazis did that too. Are you a Nazi now? And so I'm like, no, I'm not. I had to cut myself off completely from that
Yeah, I
because,
love how they like to call you certain things when you disagree with them.
oh
Like
yeah, oh yes, definitely. I wanted to debate Jill on because he claims that Gnosticism is, basically a theology debate, but it would have just been, trying to like get an elephant out of a bottle. It just wouldn't go anywhere.
well, do you know who the pillbox is?
No.
Oh, he's worse. He is the worst. He's in G-Man's stream sometimes, and he just likes to hear himself talk.
Oh, Jill and G-Man totally get off on hearing themselves talk.
Yeah.
Hatman's videos on G-Man were great. um,
I'm not done with him yet. I'll go back to him in due course.
I'm ready to see that. I'm ready to see that. The world is ready to see that. Speaking of, any update on your project, sir?
Well, I've dumped Negs. Decided he's not worth my time at the present.
Well, all right. Well, whenever is going on with that, once again, if you need me, I'm at your disposal.
It's the bigger one still a wait and see at the moment.
I got you.
But everything else insofar as derelict Shaggy is pretty much on the back burner. I've got little interest in giving him much more time.
Got you. How much longer until lockdown is over?
If everything's on course, it should be over by this, or at least relaxed by this time next week.
And I know that you are ready for that.
Let's put it this way, assuming they follow through with it, I will not be streaming next Friday.
I wouldn't expect you to.
Someone said pegs. I call him bags because he begs for money. LOL.
Oh, he equates being pegged with basically being raped.
Yikes.
So, pegs.
Yeah, I feel like he
Snakes.
definitely went downhill ever since Shani said they're no longer friends. Now he just wants to steal everybody's content so he can make videos.
Yeah.
Well, I have no clue. I'm just...
One moment, I'm just going to bite my desk for a few moments.
You're going to take a chunk out of it?
Mm,
Fiber.
yeah. There are certain actions from certain individuals that will really wind me up, and it aggravates me. I kind of feel like I have to bite my tongue.
Well, we all have to do that sometimes, sir.
Yeah, we have some few smart people that aren't smart, so just a little. They're not a little dumb, you know. Yeah.
Now I want to ask, like, what would possess you, Hatman, to even suggest to get G-Man in here?
Because I just think it'll be funny. And plus, once he's actually in here, I can then jump in and ambush him because he won't talk to me.
You have to, if you want to get him in here, you have to do something religious. Like you're gonna have to like say like the topic or something like that. But he might look at your channel and see who's been on here before. So.
Oh, I'm sure he would, and he would immediately say no.
Oh yeah, he told Miss Parker that if she paid him $3,000, he would come on her channel.
I wouldn't give that jackass a dime.
I would give him $5.
I wouldn't give him shit. That would be like, fucking getting Lucas Werner in here, dude.
I wouldn't give him antibiotics to clear up his last UTI.
Like, I would never get Lucas Werner in here. Fuck that guy, man. Like, what the fuck do you think I want?
Sandwich.
Oh my god. Even the thought of no. God damn it. I mean, it'd be like, okay, yeah, sure, it'll just be me and you, and then I'd just bring like everybody in and just be like, hey, go
Bring
ahead.
everybody and just leave
He
your
would
own
leave
street.
so fast.
Oh, I know he would. I know he would.
But then he might not, because he also gets his back up as well, where he feels like he's kind of got to stand his ground, because it feeds his victim complex.
True. And sending him a link would be dangerous because then he would probably pass it to other people who I would not want to have in here. Like, they're ganging up on me. Help. So, Jules, you were saying earlier that you're on vacation this week.
I am.
Have you done anything or have you just stayed at home?
Well, I did travel on an airplane Monday and I came back Friday. And so Saturday I stayed home, didn't do nothing because it's day after trip. I don't feel like going anywhere. I've done it all week. Sunday me and my boyfriend ended up going to the mall. We went to Dave & Buster's because we love going there. And then we went to like
Did he feed your Yoshi addiction while you were out?
they don't have any Yoshi stuff anymore at Dave & Buster's. But I do look for certain stuff because at the mall they have like a Barnes and Nobles. I feel like every mall has a Barnes and Nobles. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know.
No, you're not.
But I love going in there just to look around. I think there's just something about Barnes and Nobles that's kind of relaxing. But we have like a store where we live that's kind of like a place where people either get like extras from, like, for example, let's just say Disney World. You see like the Mickey ears and stuff there. So it's like one of those stores where they sell stuff and you can trade in stuff, or they have like comic books. They have like every like manga, regular books, DVDs, random
Kind
stuff.
of like a vintage store, but they sell like used, basically.
Some of
used
it's not
stuff.
used, some of it is. So I think it's like overstock and a mix of that. But it's really nice. So they have like Harry Potter stuff there. They have, whatever, action figures, stuff like that, just random stuff. But it's really nice. I love it. So we went there too. Tara, a bookstore? Question mark. It's not quite a bookstore.
Well, no, I mean there's a place back in the city of Mississippi where I'm from. There's a store like that. It's basically a vintage store. And I mean, the guy sells like new and old vinyl and books and just walls of DVDs and stuff like that. And I love going
those
in
kind
there.
of stores. You always find something interesting in there.
Oh yeah, definitely. The guy has a stack of Aleister Crowley books that I want to slowly, just volume by volume, take away from him.
Yeah.
But they're rather there's one book they have. It's called The Vision and the Voice, and I had a paperback copy of it, but I loaned it to a brother of mine. And they have a hardbound edition. They want $250 for it.
Yikes.
They have one book I had a copy of at one point called The Law Is for All, which I think he may have that one also. They want 125 for it. I invest in books because they don't certain volumes and things like that. They don't depreciate, So if at some point if I had to sell one, I know that I could get some money for it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I mean, I've seen editions of like collector's editions and things of like the Harry Potter books go for like hundreds of dollars. I'm just like,
I actually have a Daniel Radcliffe's signature on my bookshelf.
oh wow.
Yeah, I bought it. I didn't meet him or anything.
Oh,
Yeah. I wish I could meet certain people, but it's just like,
just like I
especially
didn't.
people like him. He's obviously British, so it's not like I'm in America, so it's not like he's all in America all the time. Same thing with Ed Sheeran. He lives in where he grew up at. He actually had a baby last year, funny enough.
I was gonna say,
He had a baby, or his missus had a baby. Big difference. Unless, of course, it's the Von Helton School of Biology, in which case anything's possible.
well, it could be like the male seahorse,
Maybe it was transplanted.
Yes, that's what they do. They transplant. They take the baby out, and they're just like, let's grow it in a test tube.
We're going to impregnate you, sir. So,
no, if Vaughn had the ability to have a baby, he wouldn't be pro-life. I can tell you that. I can tell you that. Like, I feel like if a lot of men were able to have babies, they would be pro-life. I don't think some people realize like what it really goes into having a baby. So,
on that we agree. But no, you're right about like the whole store thing. It's hidden treasures, finding a record or something from like that you forgot about years ago, stuff like that. It's basically it's just a treasure trove is what it is. You just have to know what you're looking for.
yeah, I agree with you. You never know what you're gonna find either, which I like. And for the most part, they're kind of fairly priced. I know there are some people who try to jack up prices on shit, and you could probably find it cheaper. I like to go on like eBay or
I don't trust eBay.
well, it just depends on what I'm buying. If I'm never buying like a laptop off eBay by any means.
Oh no, I stick to Amazon.
Yeah, I like Amazon too. Funny enough, I just bought something from Amazon, and it was the best purchase. And I already told Tara about this, I think. But it was great, and it's a weird purchase, but it was a great purchase. So.
I always go in there for, like I said, there's that certain stack of books that I want, and I've been able to find other things that I've been looking for just by sheer accident. Like they have there's a Goodwill bookstore in the city where I'm from, and I love going there. I've been able to find rare jewels of movies or CDs or stuff like that. But as far as books go, you just have to, it's basically right place, right time kind of thing. I mean, they have a lot, but as far as stuff like I like to read, they never really have anything. So, and Goodwills, like regular Goodwills, like they usually have just like a lot of like, pseudo like religious fiction books and things like that.
Yeah.
So I think they're very picky about what they actually put out.
Well, funny enough, where I found the Japanese Harry Potter books was a Japanese market, and they were like, I can't remember if they were like 50 cents or $1 a piece. It was something like that. Random.
Wow.
Yeah, so I mean, if you ever like, I don't know if you're into collecting that stuff. My boyfriend's definitely into he likes Japanese stuff, and he goes there to get rice and all that stuff. But he just found him one day, and I was like, and he just brought him home. I was like, huh, interesting. Never thought that there would be different versions of the book, and obviously I should have thought about that, but you know.
Well, I mean, there are all like I'm always on the lookout for certain titles. I know like certain volumes or hardback are going to be a little more expensive. Um, I found a set of books that I had bought off my brother that I always talk about, um, called The Secret Doctrine, and it's a 2-volume set. And he sold me his. Well, I just wandered into a Goodwill bookstore with a friend of mine one day, and we were going to look at the movies, and I stopped and I recognized that 2 set of books, and it would just happened to be that set of books, The Secret Doctrine, and they were wanted like $6 a piece for them. And I'm like, I had to buy them immediately. And that's actually what I gave him for his birthday a couple of years ago. It's just like, hey, got your birthday present in my car. And I handed them to him, and he was just like, where the fuck did you find these? And I said, Goodwill bookstore for $6 a piece. So, wow. And you said he found them at a Chinese market.
Really?
Huh?
Really?
No. That's what I was asking you. You said he found those books at a Chinese
Oh,
market.
he found him at a Japanese market.
Or a Japanese market. I'm sorry.
But he found those. I don't go in there very often because they have not all of them, for the most part they do. They have like a lot of seafood, and I really can't stand the smell of it. So it's not very pleasant to go in there. So I mean I would go in, but it's just like he goes more often than I do. But yeah, they obviously in their culture they have a lot of seafood, sushi, stuff like that, and I don't eat seafood and I can't stand the smell of it.
I've never been in one. Like I've wanted to visit places like that, but I'll have to take your word for it to be just to be honest with you. I don't really. I mean, since this whole COVID thing started, even before then, I don't really go anywhere. So I'm typically here at home with my 2 spoiled, rotten, 4-legged children.
Cats or dogs?
Cats.
I have 4 cats.
We're all cat people here. Hatman's cats like to wander up to the window during his live streams and want in.
Yes, their timing is not appreciated.
I love cats.
Oh, my oldest one just turned 7 the other day.
Yeah, my 2 oldest that I have in the house, I got when I was in middle school, and so they're about like 12 now. 10, 11. I don't know. Sorry, I can't do math in my head. They're probably like 10 to 11, something like that.
Well, she's the oldest, and my other one, I have a little black cat. Her name is Whisper, and she's a little short, stocky of a thing. Fiona's the queen of the house and wants attention when she wants it, unlike Whisper, who will just take attention whenever you want to give it to her. So, yeah, but I'm like you. I don't really go anywhere very much. And, honestly, I mean, I go and visit my mother because my mother only lives like an hour from me. And I'll go and see her a couple of times a week or a couple of times a month, excuse me. It just, while the whole pandemic thing was going on and is still going on, it was just awful not to be able to like even hug your own mom. That really,
Yeah.
I mean, that bothered me because like, I mean, that's my mom, and so that was one thing that really just kind of got to me about this whole thing. It's just not being able to hug my own mom.
Yeah.
And of course, my dad's no longer with us and everything like that. So, and I mean, was this the first time you got to travel since all this started?
Um, on an airplane, yes. For Christmas, I did go to my boyfriend's mom's house, but like I said, I didn't go during that. That was like back in December, so we didn't go anything crazy by any means. Um, Other than that, I rarely go inside a store.
I go very few places. When I go back to visit my mom, there's the vintage store and a video game store that I go to sometimes because they sell magic cards. Um, and I go and my best friend moved to the little city where I live now, and so I go and hang out with her and her boyfriend, quite a bit, and we all talk and hang out and play Dungeons and Dragons and shit. And unless I go to work, I'm at home. Like, I go to the store when I need to. That's about as close to human interaction sometimes that I get. I don't, but anyway. So I was going to ask you this earlier. When you first started doing your videos, did you think that they would get as big of response as they've gotten?
To be honest, no. I just thought it'd be fun for the people that I was in Discord with. And I assumed maybe that a few of those people I saw would see it, but then the channel started kind of growing. I think I'm at like 260 subscribers, which isn't crazy by any means, but it's a lot for somebody who's not like, I guess, like the other creators who are actually like doing live streams and they're uploading regularly and stuff like that.
It's impressive for a small, fluffy dinosaur.
Indeed.
I know.
And I mean, he has like normal, and they have normal size arms. So
That's what Vaughn called me. He said I was a green dinosaur. So
we don't know what he is exactly, okay, or what it is. We have no clue. It could be a dinosaur. It could just be a strange mutation from another planet. We have no clue.
It's a frog. Frog. I think it's closer to a dinosaur, to be honest with you.
It's like a dinosaur and a frog had a baby.
Pretty much.
I saw Jurassic Park. Dinosaurs were made with frog DNA, so there you go.
Yeehaw.
Well, your scientists were so preoccupied with whether or not they could, they didn't stop to think if they should.
Story of life.
But no, I mean, it is. I mean, the response of them has just been amazing, and like I said, I've been watching the ones you've put out. The views and everything you've been getting is very impressive, and I congratulate you for that. Really,
Thank
you. We're still really small, and it's like I always say about it. It's one step and one show at a time. But yeah, I certainly do applaud you for the response that you've gotten. It's very impressive, and I have to say, I mean, and just to be perfectly honest with, I'm quite proud of you.
Thank you.
So any clue when your next one is going to come out, or are we biding our time for something?
Maybe the bigger one might come out and within the next couple of weeks. It just depends on how long it takes to get the rest of the stuff I need. But I was thinking of making a funny G-Man one within the next week. G-Man or Vaughn. Maybe both.
Or if you can't decide when you want to do it, just flip a coin and go with it.
Exactly. Exactly. We'll just see how long it takes.
I think you could just literally take any G-Man quote or Vaughn quote and then immediately follow with emo screaming, "You caught it a lie!"
Oh, I'm so glad I did not watch Emo stream this morning on my TV. Let me just tell you.
He didn't whip his dick out again, did he?
No, it was a bunch of N-words.
Yeah, he went
a bunch.
Full.
How has his channel not been terminated?
I'm sure it's gotten struck again today, so he won't be streaming on that one for at least a week, maybe longer, depending if he's got 1 or 2 strikes.
But still, I mean, it doesn't make sense. How is this raving lunatic still have a channel and it has not been terminated? I don't get it.
He has a couple of channels, so when one gets hit, he moves to the other one.
I've started calling that the Jared Genesis effect.
Now that's different. He just forgot his logins for his channel because he's dumb.
Yeah, that's very true. Jules, if you've never heard of Jared, I don't recommend that you look him up, but if you do, God help you.
Yeah, I'm not very familiar with him, but I've seen something of him. Is he anyone who drank his pee or something? Was that him?
That's one of his many acts.
That's one of them.
They all kind of just start blending in at some point, so.
Oh God, his entire catalog, as it were, is Hatman, help me out here.
Where to begin?
Well, I'm just saying his entire catalog is what? I can't think of a word.
A mentally challenged incel living in his parents' grubby basement. And each iteration, every new channel, he gets a little bit more pregnant. I mean, sure, by now, he must have given birth by now.
Good God, man.
When I found that other video for what I put on the stream last week with his kung fu outside, I can't believe he actually got someone to film him doing that. All of his other ones he films himself, but obviously somebody filmed him doing that one. I presume it was mommy or daddy.
Well, we did Poison Wanderer with him, so yeah. Yeah, Jules, once again, if you've seen the P thing, I don't recommend going any further, but if you do, once again, God help you. And I say that wholeheartedly because it's the fucking truth. It is the fucking truth. No, I'm looking for. I'm now. Like I said, I'm intrigued to see which one you decide to make. I say both. Just
no pressure.
Yeah, no pressure. No pressure. It's just a suggestion. So you were saying, is there anything new with the whole child incident with the whole Vaughn thing? Like I haven't, I attempt to sleep and it fails and I still don't keep up with shit sometimes. So.
Yeah, so I think that they did go back to court, which Vaughn does say that he performed magic in court. Or a spell. He casted a spell in court and it worked and everybody was mind blown, and it wasn't in front of the judge, but it was in front of I guess they, I mean, I don't know because I've never been to court. I can't relate. But I guess they had some room you kind of wait for your thing, or I don't know. It was just random people around him and he cast a spell and everybody was like, "Oh my God." Which I think people were looking at him weird because he probably did some weird shit and thought he casted a spell. I don't know. But he still thinks that he is going to get the kids back. Then proceeds to tell us that Andrea's a nutcase and that somebody with mental problems can't have kids. And he still goes on this line that Andrea said that she was going to kill the kids, which I don't think that's true. I don't know where his proof of her actually saying that is. We all know Andrea was definitely delayed in some sense. And we all know that Vaughn took her off her medication, which could have worsened her mental state. So,
True.
just because you're bipolar or whatever doesn't mean you can't have your children. As long as you're medicated and you're doing what you need to do, fine. But Vaughn thinks that he's the better parent. So.
I've said from the beginning, honestly, that I mean, it's been 12 times. And
I think they're
why
tired at this point.
do what?
I think Kentucky is tired at this point because if Andrea gets the kids, they will be moving to Alabama. That means that's no longer Kentucky's problem. Um,
That's very
so
true.
Vaughn thinks that even if Andrea gets the kids, that Alabama's going to automatically just send him back to Vaughn. That's what he really thinks.
I would love to know what kind of drugs he's on and see if he'd share some of them with me,
That's what
because
I'm saying. Shit.
that doesn't really make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
call me kooky, call me wacky, but I just don't. No, absolutely fucking not.
and Vaughn also says that Andrea got hurt. 'Cause after Andrea left Vaughn, she had another child with somebody else. And Vaughn tries to claim that that child was taken away from Andrea, but really Andrea gave that child to her sister, her aunt, by choice. Because she wasn't mentally able to take care of her child, so she gave her custody to a family member at the time. So he's also adding in this lie that she got her kid taken from CPS in Alabama, which isn't true. So, I mean, either way, it's not like it's a great thing that you gave your kid up, but whatever. If it gives your child a better life, then so be it.
Agreed.
So we'll see. I think that they have to they're giving Andrea a chance to basically prove herself before the next court date, which might be in April, and then that's when they make the decision.
Oh, can you imagine what will occur if he doesn't get his way?
It's it all. I'm kind of iffy about it because you see how he reacted when he got his kids taken away. He didn't even care. It was another day of on. Like he just started a live stream up and was so, calm and didn't get mad. And even when we finally brought it up that he lost his kid, he just kind of was like, whatever.
You're just a hater. You're just a troll. Go away.
Well, I think it also might be that he's done it so many times that he knows he gets them back, but maybe if he finally realizes he's not getting back, it might sink in a little harder. Because he's losing, and like he said before, that he has one of his children is autistic or something, and he gets disability for that child, a disability check. And so he says that's his income. That basically his kids are his income, so that's why we want him taken away from him. Which you should never refer to your kid as income, because that check is not necessarily for you, Vaughn. It's for your child.
Agreed. That they're just 12, honestly, 12 times. Like I'm from Mississippi. I've seen kids taken away for less.
Yeah.
And typically it's like once, twice, maybe three. But that third, like kids usually will get put with another family member. And that family member gets custody of them.
Yeah.
But 12, dude. I mean, come on. I mean, that's insane. It's really insane. It honestly is. And I feel bad for those children. I really, really do.
Yeah.
I mean, we poke fun at him because he's obviously very inept.
Mm-hmm.
But no, man. I mean, it breaks my heart to hear like children going through shit like that. It really does, man.
Yeah. And they probably, as a child, you don't necessarily, you're not aware of your surroundings per se. So they might not even know that technically what they're going through is abuse, or neglect, until they get old.
Right.
So So they're probably confused, but they're probably so used to it that it's like a vacation for them, you know?
I can't see putting a kid.
Well, and he's already talking about, whatever Vaughn says is bullshit. So, you know, the whole story about him having Vietnamese girlfriend, diplomat girlfriends or
Oh,
whatever.
oh yeah, I was watching live when he said that.
So he's more concerned with getting them to the United States than him getting his kids back at this point. And he's talking about making more children. I'm sorry. I hope his dick falls off. If you want me to be quite honest with you.
And Minecraft.
Maybe not in Minecraft. I just hope it falls off. But he's just he doesn't care. He just wants to keep producing kids. For what reason, I don't know. There's no point. He didn't even take care of his oldest that was in North Dakota. And he wants to still claim that that was his clone or that's not really his child when it's been proven that he had a kid in North Dakota that he went to jail for failing to pay child support. And his mom had to bail him out and pay the child support until the kid turned 18. He's a piece of shit. So
I don't understand. I really don't. I've as much of it as I've heard and everything else like that. I've tried to grasp it, but I can't.
he's gonna be fucked when his mom dies.
Oh, that I've heard.
Because I don't even think because that's where the whole Frosts come in. Because I think when Alice dies, I don't even think he gets to keep the trailer and stuff. Technically, I could be wrong.
I try to grasp a hold of everything that goes on with it, but I can't really put my finger on it.
Yeah.
But
I think he has a mental illness that wasn't diagnosed properly. Let's be honest.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can call a spade, I guess. But no, well, guys, I think what we're going to do, we're going to wrap it up a little early this week. I have not been to sleep, and I have been up. I was at work all night because I talked to you, Jules, for just a moment.
Yeah.
And I got off at 7:30 this morning, and I've been up ever since. Also, and I woke up. Well, I received some very sad news. My lodge brother, brother Charles, that I've told a lot of you guys about, and I mentioned that he had been put on hospice care. I got a text message this morning from my brother back in Mississippi that he passed away this morning. So, so yeah, it's been a sad morning, but the perpetual wheel of life keeps on turning, as they say. But Jules, thank you so much for coming on with us today. It's been a blast. You have an open invitation anytime that you would like to come on and shoot the proverbial shit with us. You are more than welcome.
Thank you. I really appreciate you inviting me on here.
The pleasure is indeed all mine, and I'm sorry that my other two couldn't be here today.
Fire them.
Do what?
Fire them out of a cannon.
Fire them.
They're irreplaceable, sir.
It's because you haven't tried. Get a cat or something.
Are you trying to jockey for a position? Is that what you? I mean, you have a chair and you have a chair anytime you're here. You know that.
Well, it's called a throne, not a chair.
Now wait a minute. This is my sanctum here.
Okay.
I'll give you one. I'll tell you what. I'll give you the one in the west. How about that?
Yeah. Read the small print.
Do what?
Read the small print.
Read the small print. Well, I'm giving you the one in the west. I mean,
but I'm the king in the north.
But the master of the temple sits in the east.
I'm not asking for the east.
No, the east is where I prefer. I think we've confused Jules. But anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna wrap this up for the week. Jules, once again, thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you.
Now, the 50th show, guys, is coming up this Saturday, the 27th. Talking to Frank from the Geek Room right now. He's going to check with Bran and Billy, and we should hopefully be having all three of those guys come on for our 50th episode. I know that it's small. Yes, I get it. But you know what? I've been doing this for close to a year now, and when we got the 1 year coming up in next month, which Sir Hatman will be joining us because he was the very first guest on the show when it started, so he's coming back for the 1 year anniversary, which hopefully I will be off that day and we can make that happen.
Coming back, did I ever leave?
Well, you do appear out of thin air when you please.
Yeah, it's handy that.
So everybody, 50th show coming up this Saturday. Once I get everything locked down with Frank, I will announce everything in the Discord. If you haven't already liked the stream, it helps us out and we greatly appreciate it. Subscribe to Jules' channel. Go look her up, JulesTellsAll. Hit that subscribe button for her. Turn on the notification bell. Show her some support because she has great content and it is indeed a pleasure to watch. So everyone, we will see you this Saturday for the 50th show, and everybody be ready for that. And like I said, I'll announce everything in the Discord once I get everything locked down with the guys from the Geek Room. But guys, we will see you on the 50th episode, and we are very much looking forward to it. I want to thank everybody in the chat today. Miss Tara, Shadow, Sterno popped in, Wanderer, Stew Dog, everybody. Love all of you guys. Durant came in also. Thank you for stopping by as well. So we will see you all on Saturday for the 50th show. But until then, my friends, as always, peace be with you.